I feel like you can eat.
What about the toilet?
It must have been a bucket.
Right, I found loads of gaming world records for us to react to.
Okay.
Or you can try and guess what the world record might be for this game.
Yeah.
So the first one it's kind of like inspired by the dance map, the first one. And it is the longest video game session on a dance/rhythmic game. Can you guess how long is this all in one go?
All in one go. Okay. I'm going to go with, I will last 20 minutes, so it's got to be like 6 hours.
Yeah, okay. So it's actually 138 hours, which
Wow.
I think is impossible personally.
I don't believe
but-
that.
So it's actually, it equates to 5.75 days, and it was done by Kari Swidecki in the USA.
And he was just dancing for 5 hours. For 5 days.
I'm assuming it's I don't know, Kari, is it a girl's name? Who knows?
Oh, right,
The
yeah.
person,
That
anyway.
person was just dancing for that long.
Live streamed the whole attempt on Twitch and raised $7,000
sick.
in donations. But like, I just need to know how the logistics worked, because how are you awake for 5.7 days on a dance map?
Yeah, see, that's true as well. It must have been a hell of a lot of caffeine.
How are they eating and drinking?
I feel like you can eat.
What about the toilet?
It must have been a bucket.
Or they were live on Twitch and jumped on and off and were like, I'm just going to go to the toilet quickly.
Yeah, but does that count then?
I didn't think it would count.
Yeah.
Longest
I don't
video
know.
game
To be fair, I
marathon.
didn't even take into consideration the sleep thing, because is it even possible to stay awake for 5 days?
I swear you go a bit like
You start going a
hallucinating
little-
and
yeah.
stuff.
So maybe they must have had like breaks then, like power naps and stuff.
Must
Unless they
have.
was having a power nap and still dancing.
Could do. It's like sleeping. Have you ever nearly fallen asleep standing up
Yeah,
I've
actually,
done that.
once we're in a club.
on the tube? Oh, in the club.
Yeah, in the club, it was a lot. It was actually near the speakers as well. I was waiting to.
But
DJ.
sometimes when with the vibration from the speaker,
yeah, I feel like that
could
puts
make
you
you
to sleep. So
sleepy.
I'm talking about it's just like
well,
a
you
Hoover
like
as well.
Hoover noise to try and fall
Exactly.
asleep. So
But yeah, that was actually before my DJ set as well, and I was really done.
good. That's a sign of a good,
No, yeah.
good set. Okay, the next one is the oldest video gaming YouTuber.
Ooh,
How old is this person?
how old? So YouTuber. I feel
Yeah.
like YouTube's been around for like 20 years.
Not that long. I feel
Is it not? Oh.
like 15 years, I guess.
Okay, 15 years. So, how old are they now?
Yeah, how old is
I'm
the
gonna-
oldest gaming YouTuber?
Let's say 52.
It's 85.
Oh my God.
Shirley Curry. I've spoken about her before on this podcast.
Shirley.
She's 85 and she plays Skyrim, which is like a role play game. It's
Yeah.
really like kind of like, have you watched Game of Thrones before?
Of course.
Similar vibes, like there's
Yeah.
dragons and mages and stuff like
Wicked.
that. She has 900. Well, at the time I made this, she has 985,000 subscribers.
Wow. And she's 85.
She's cleaning up.
That's
And
amazing.
Shirley, shout out
Wow.
to Shirley. I love
Shout out
that.
to Shirley each and every time.
Okay, next one is the longest prison sentence for playing a game.
What, in real life? You can go.
Yeah.
Or in the
Okay. Yeah.
actual
So
game.
this person got sent to prison as a result of playing a game.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Wondering what the game is now. It can't be that long. Gonna have to go for like 6 months.
It
The
is.
suspense is killing me.
I was just trying to look at my notes to find out. It was 4 months in jail. This person ignored. So you know when you're on a plane, they ignored the warning signs to turn their phone off, like during
Right.
landing and takeoff. I guess they're playing Tetris. When the plane
And
landed,
he went to prison.
when the plane landed, he was arrested and sentenced to 4 months in jail for disruption.
I can't lie, I've learned something new because every time the plane's taken off and landing, I still have my phone
You're
on.
on your
so
phone.
I did not know I could potentially
But
go
this
to
was
prison,
back
so-
in 2002, so
Okay,
I
so
think
it's-
things were actually
things have switched
people didn't
like that.
use phones as much then, and if
Yeah.
you were getting on your phone in 2002, it was to make a call or something. Like nowadays, you
play
can just
Tetris.
well, yeah, apparently so.
Yeah. 4 months though, it's a little bit like.
It's a bit excessive.
Wow.
Okay, I've got some weird news stories as well for
Okay.
us to go through. Because I was just like, what would Snoochie like to talk about? Weird news.
Weird news.
This is
I
basically
love
my
this.
life. Okay, so there, a missing girl was found after 10 years in a cyber cafe.
What? Just chilling.
Yeah. So
What?
in 2005, a 14-year-old girl had a heated argument with her parents that ended with her abruptly leaving the house.
Yeah.
Right, so she just left.
So then
as
they
you do.
found
Like,
her 10 years later.
yeah. When I,
24.
I'm assuming she's 24 now.
24.
Her family did not see or hear from her again, and she was presumed dead. Like, when I was younger, did you ever run away from home?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Those times. I think I ran away for 6 weeks before.
6 weeks?
Yeah.
I was going to say I got to the end of the road and then
Oh,
turned
no,
around.
I ran away for 6 weeks, but I was actually only at my nan's house.
Oh,
but I still got to Hertfordshire.
And your mum knew where you were?
No, not for the first. Actually, no, I went to my best friend's house for 2 weeks and she didn't know where I was for, I think it was about 2 weeks. Yeah.
Were the police looking for you?
I can't remember.
Anyway,
it was a lot. She knew that I was at my nan's day in Hertfordshire.
Oh, that's okay. Well, if she knew where you were. So these people, she went missing in 2004, and then in 2015, so technically 11 years later, police found her living in a cyber cafe during a routine check, and the police discovered her using a fake ID card, and she had to pay a fine of over £100.
Why? For being presumed dead?
No, I think because she was using a fake ID.
Okay, there's just a lot to take into
consideration. Of all the issues that have happened in this story, I feel like the fake ID is not the most pressing.
Yeah, it's not. But for me, I'm just trying to think. So she must really have wanted to escape them people.
Yeah.
Her parents.
So
she changed
exactly
her identity.
like after one argument.
And it's like, does she even want to be found though? Clearly not.
Definitely not if she's using fake ID.
And she would have been on the cyber cafe as well, going on the internet, seeing that they're looking for her, and she still didn't give a shit.
Yeah. So she'd been drifting between cyber cafes and bathhouses. I don't know what bathhouses are.
Oh, I don't know what that is. Maybe it's somewhere to shower?
Yeah, or just like a Airbnb type.
Oh, maybe.
Or hostel. Anyway,
wow.
She dedicated most of her days to playing a multiplayer shooting game called Crossfire. And she'd paid for her living expenses with money made working at the various cafes and donations from other patrons. Through her ordeal, her mother never gave up on her.
That's
and
nice.
kept the same phone number, hoping she would call. Her mum said, I have a stubborn personality and a short temper, so I used to scold her. Okay, this is really taking a dark turn. But it's already been 10 years and now she's an adult. I will never scold her again.
Okay. But what I want to know is, did she ever call her? Like, when she was found, did she give her mum a call and say, look, I've been found now, let's meet up.
It's probably just
let's have a cup of tea.
Be an awkward meeting, wouldn't it? Because if you literally left one day and did not come back and were using fake IDs, it's like you definitely didn't want to be found.
Exactly.
So how do you have that conversation?
I wonder if they've even met up since. Probably not.
No.
I just can't imagine it.
I don't know.
I need to know what the argument
I need to know the rest of the story, but that happened.
I need to know what the actual argument was about. What was so crazy that she decided to run off and change her identity.
I know.
I need to see a Netflix series about that as well.
They need to make one. I would watch it.
Yeah, 100%, so would I.
Definitely.
Wow.
Well, anyway, I like to play this game where we go through different games consoles and we compare them to real life objects. We've done like chocolate bars, packets of crisps and stuff.
Yeah.
But for you, it was only right that we do it for earrings. So different types of earrings, because those who don't know, Snoochie loves a hoop earring.
I do love a hoop earring. These are like some of my smallest pairs.
She's got a big diamante earrings today.
I would say these are like small medium.
I've had big hoops before and they just catch on everything.
Oh, I just love them. I honestly love them. But yeah, these are small, medium size. My largest are like down here.
Yeah, do you remember that trend years ago when there was just like these the big tiny, they were really thin hoops, but they were massive.
I think the thin hoops that are massive are just like so good, especially if you've got your hair up and you've got them on. Like, I just think they look great. So yeah, 100% earrings.
Love that. Okay, so we're gonna go through different consoles.
Okay.
And you're gonna give a type of earring that they could be. So let's start with you like the Switch, so let's start with the Nintendo Switch.
If I go for the Nintendo Switch, I feel like it would be not a hoop earring per se, but I think it would be, you know, the ones that have the studs and they dangle down, they come in like multicolored colours.
Yeah.
I think it would be
Dangling.
them, so a lot of beads on them and stuff. That's the kind of vibe a Nintendo Switch is giving me, because it's got like the blue and the red as well.
Yeah.
So I think it needs to be colourful, dangly, long earrings, because they're quite skinny, like a Switch too.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think of all the different earrings now. I'm like touching my ear thinking. Right, okay, let's go for the PlayStation 1.
PlayStation 1, one of the best consoles to ever touch down. I'm going to go with the biggest hoop ever. It would have to be like this, but triple the size. Diamante, that is the PlayStation 1, because it's just like, it's the originator.
Yeah, the best one.
Yeah, so it's going to get that.
You know, with a hoop that big, does
Yeah.
it not weigh your ear down?
It does, like this one's actually stretching, so...
Yeah, I was going to
So
say, do you never get
actually-
paranoid that when you're older, you're going to have like...
It's getting to that point now, because not these ones, because they're massive. The gems are massive, but if I just wear like a thin one, I can actually just like get the butterfly around, and that's my party trick. I can actually just spin
Through the
earring
hole?
around my hole. Yeah, Yeah.
Yeah.
But I did actually try and stretch this ear when I was younger as well, when I was an emo. And then my mum found out, she grounded me, and I wasn't allowed to stretch anymore. So I think that's why.
I think that's probably why.
Yeah.
So did you try and stretch it yourself?
Yeah.
So I remember with that whole thing, so you'd start off small. So you'd buy like the small, it was like a filled hole, right?
Yeah.
And you just upgrade it every...
Yeah.
What size did you get to?
Well, nothing big. It was the first one. That's why it just looks like this. But yeah, my mum found it on my Bebo. At the time, because I was like a grumpy teenager, so I never even really used to see her, to be fair. Like, I'd just be on my computer and just be like, bye bro, like, see you later, you're ruining my vibe. And yeah, she saw it on my Bebo, because I used to do like
I used to be on Bebo, right, and I would be on my webcam just taking selfies. I feel like this was when the selfie game was
my god, when the webcam first existed. Oh god, absolutely.
And I was obviously ginger, like at high school, I'd be paranoid about it, so I used to take all my photos in black and white. And I would change all the settings, like the gamma was all the way up. I don't even know what that means, but it just means like the contrast was up. So I had all these like really, and I had a side fringe. It wasn't an emo one per se, but like these photos are very emo-y. It was like me from like an upward angle.
Oh, that was the angle as well. You'd be like that
with the side fringe.
Yeah, a side fringe was like a very prominent point of our childhood